yeah, the question, what is opera, what is music theatre, is a big question nowadays, and I think it's a very interesting field to work in because there's so much space for development, new ways of creating, working with the voice, working with different kind of artists. The transdisciplinarity of opera and music theatre is a big thing, and I think it's a very exciting field to work in.
Hello, I'm Guy Kolen. I'm the artistic director of O Festival for Opera Music Theatre. It's a yearly festival in Rotterdam where we use a lot of spaces. We use the venues for theatre and opera, but we also use a lot of site-specific spaces, like we are here now in an old warehouse, which is now an exposition hall. And I would like to present you the work of Mees Vervuurt. Mees is one of the most talented young artists in Holland. He's one of the most creative composers in the field of music theatre and opera. And it's our second piece we co-produce, and the premiere is in our festival in this year in May 25.
I am Mees Vervuurt. I'm a composer and director based in Amsterdam, and I create site-sensitive music performances. My work is a lot about our relationship to our surroundings as human beings. Especially my work, A Myth, is about maybe the biggest myth of nowadays is that humans are central in this world, and how can we start listening and opening up to this world and our surroundings in a different way. And I think that's so exciting about working site-specific is that we immediately we don't have the rules of a theatre, so we immediately are exploring the space in a new way, and we are hearing the voice in a new way with different acoustics. We are seeing different corners. We are exploring something else. So we're listening deeper, we're watching more closely, and I think that's what attracts me a lot in working site-specific. It's a poetic and visual music experience. It's really an experience in which I hope people will look at our surroundings and the world a bit differently when they come out of this universe. So in most of my pieces I use both the operatic voice and sometimes singers from a more contemporary music or jazz background or improvisation. And I think the operatic voice is such a powerful instrument. It's an instrument that directly touches us, and it's a voice that has a lot of power, but also subtleness in its way of storytelling. I think I bring operatic singers out of their comfort zone because I tend to work with performative elements, different ways of how the audience is moving through space, for example, but also searching for different types of, different ways of using the voice or different techniques and searching with these singers, operatic singers, for new ways of using the voice, and can we use it in a more performative way, or what's in your voice that we can explore and is special to your voice especially. So yeah, I've been part of the exchange program of Music Theatre Now, for which I've traveled to several countries and see several festivals and performances, and how the international music theatre and opera fields looks like nowadays. Yeah, it's really exciting to discover the opera and music theatre scene abroad and to see how it works internationally and differently. And I think it's also really exciting to hear audiences from other countries exploring new ways and listening to my work and having very different thoughts and perspectives on it, because they have a different background or scene or relation to opera and music theatre. I hope in the future that I can keep on creating these worlds and dive deeper into them, work on new crazy locations. Yeah, I'd love to work with singers also from all over the world, and maybe with bigger choirs sometimes, or more intimate performances, and look for how can I interact with a new space, a new location. And that can be a hall, a music hall, but it can also be a water cellar, a grain silo. And I hope that I can foster these new connections with programming institutes all over the world.